Hi everybody, I hope you are doing good. And the poem that we are going to begin with is Caged Bird, and that's written by Maya Angelou as a African writer. I must say one thing: when we just say caged bird, you should understand what is caged bird. A bird actually is known for freedom. It's flying, and just from this place to that place, all the space that it has, the open sky is there for it, the bird. But the case is that when it is caged, the sky is limited, the space is limited for that bird. That becomes just 1 foot area, maybe 2 foot or 1 meter area. And but the case of free bird is, a free bird can explore any place, can go to any place, can sit on any branch of the tree, can just be enjoying its life. But a caged bird is limited to a certain space, 1 feet. You can just think of, even just think of human beings actually can visit places, but they cannot fly. They cannot just go and sit on a tree somewhere and here and there, but just by flying. No, they actually cannot. But what about birds? Birds are known for freedom, for celebrating their freedom, for enjoying their life, and just visiting the places, this place, that place, and all. So it's just they are free. But when we case that bird, that's limited. The space is limited, the freedom is limited, and ultimately we can say the exploring capacity of the bird is also limited. So what actually I'm trying to suggest here is that now we have contrast between two birds. One is the free bird, another one is the caged bird. Just think of why is this poem thinking, actually what is the case when it is unseen passage that comes for you. You have never gone through internet sources, you have never studied that. So now you just think of one thing: caged and bird. Bird is known for freedom. We just see the birds, we know that bird is free and enjoying it life. It can fly this place, that place, beautiful birds. But the caged is what? Is not allowed to fly. It's not allowed to fly. Simply, if I can say one thing, just because you're not allowed to explore yourself, to do what you're trying to do, you become caged. And caged means what you can do, what you can explore. You are not being able to explore because there is an authority, there is some theory, there is some patriarchal norms, as we talk about in the feminist case, and there are certain other things actually which are working, which actually don't allow you. Maybe racism also. Racism in the sense, when you talk about black and white color racism, that white people always used to think they are better than the black people. So this is how it works. So how can we just think a bird you can cage? Can you cage a bird? You can cage a bird, that's fine. But can you cage a man? You can also do that. But I must say one thing: there are two kinds of caging someone. It can be physically putting that person in a cage behind the bars. This way you can cage. But another one is to cage a person by having control over the person's mind, by limiting that person's exploring capacity, by making that person feel that no, this person cannot go beyond this limit. Just sitting fitting just setting restrictions, fitting restrictions. No, you cannot go, you cannot cross this limit, this is your boundary wall and you cannot go. Then you become caged. And now we in COVID-19 somewhere we can say we have become caged. So the case is that in this poem, it's not the case because there is any virus. It's the case because this is the kind of society that we are living, where we have racism, and racism is like black and white. White people used to think they are better than black people, and they used to think they are superior in every manner, when it comes to culture, when it comes to language, when it comes to anything else. It's just like when English people came to India, they governed us and they made us feel inferior. They made us caged somewhere. So I hope you understand caged bird. The case is that you will be given unseen passages, and in the unseen passage you have to apply your sense to your mind, and you have to feel when you're saying this is caged bird, it means something which has the ability to fly is being caged and is restricted in the name of culture, in the name of anything else. In the case of men and women, we can say women are caged because men say that you have not to do this, you have not to do that, you have not to do this, so many things like that. That's why somewhere they also become caged for men. And the same case is there in the case of racist. White people say black are not fit for this job, black are not fit for this because they are black in color, so they have created this difference. That's why this is caged bird. Just you are caging because you think this particular kind of society, people, race, or gender is not fit for a particular thing. Okay, so now you have understood the concept. Yes, so now if you go for the lines that are there in the poems, we can discuss in brief. Okay, a free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends and dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bar of rays. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. So the case is what? You can simply say that one bird is there that is free to fly in the sky, that can sit any tree, that can fly with the flow of the river. But on the next passage we have a bird which is caged, which feet are tied, which you can say wings are clipped, means it's cut, it cannot fly. So now we have contrast between two birds. One is the caged bird, another one is the free bird. Free bird is symbolizing what? Is symbolizing people who are white in color, and caged bird is symbolizing what? People black in color. Okay, so I hope you understand. Now we can say, okay, you're caging me. The last line is, so he opens his throat to sing. Is the case that you're captivating somewhere, you're not allowing somewhere that bird to fly. But one thing is there, this bird can sing even in being in the caged stage, because it can open its mouth to sing. That's why this bird is singing. And so once the song will come out, just think of a man, just think of a bird, or just think of anything which is caged. Can it be a happy song? No, it will not be. It will be song of pain. It will be song of torture. It will be song of suffering that the bird has actually is going on, undergoing. So this is what is happening with the caged bird. I hope you understand that. Okay. The caged bird sings with a fearful thrill of things unknown, but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill. For the caged bird sings of freedom, the free bird thinks of another bird. And what this bird is singing, caged bird is singing of what? Singing with fear. Why singing with fear? Because once you are caged, you are afraid. Once you are not free, you will be scared. This is how people make others scared, because they cage them by saying you're inferior, by making them feel that you cannot do this, you're not fit for that, you are not right here, you are not strong here, you are weak here, you are this and this. So making someone, again I'm saying it's not bird actually the poet is talking about, it's the humankind, is talking about black people whom white people consider they are not fit for that. So because they consider them, they treat them in that manner, and they case them somewhere, you cannot do that. So inferiority complex goes inside the mind of these people, and then song comes out of their fear, reflects their fear, that if they try to trespass the limitations which are there set for them, what will happen to them? They will somewhere be killed, they will somewhere be tortured, they will be done something wrong to them. This is why they are singing songs of pain, and also singing with fear. This can happen, oh no, this can happen to me. This is what is happening with a caged bird. But longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill. For the caged bird sings of freedom, and the song is of freedom. It's longing for freedom. No, I need freedom, because freedom is the most essential thing actually for a person, for anyone. Freedom is most important thing. So once someone is caged, that has to sing for the song of freedom. No, I'm longing for freedom, I need this, and this is what is happening. The free bird thinks of another breeze, and trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on the down brown lawn, and he names the sky his own. And what is the case of the free bird? Free bird is enjoying everything and says, this sky is for me. Caged bird, just both the birds actually are allowed to visit just fly anywhere in the sky. But the case is what? Free bird, which is saying, caged bird, be there in that side, and let me, this sky is mine. You don't belong to this sky. This is what is happening. So I hope you understand the concept. Actually, this poem describes the opposing experiences between two birds. One bird is able to live in nature as it pleases, while a different caged bird suffers in captivity. Due to its profound suffering, The caged bird sings both to cope with circumstances and to express its own longing for freedom. I hope you understand. We can continue with the video next lecture. With the lecture in the next video, or maybe dealing with another poem. I have forwarded you about the figures of speech and all. They can simply ask you a question: what do you understand by caged bird? What do you understand by this? How do you describe this? So once you have understood the concept and how a person can be captivated in mind, and how the case of caged bird is, and how this is making you understand how the society functions. When it comes to men versus women, we can say somewhere women are caged for men. I'm not saying this is true to 100%, but yes, this has been earlier. The history has been of that only. Even today, the cases are of that. That mean make women be caged. They don't allow them to come out and work. This is called caged bird. And the same is in the case of racism. White people consider black not to be good. Earlier this was too much. Now the things are no more that much of that much severe. But yes, they were, and even to some extent they are existing even today. I'm talking about those countries which governed over other countries, that they told you are inferior. Yeah, that's the case. And I must say one thing more. This is somewhere when an authority, actually authority I'm talking about, which controls in authoritarian manner, in tyrannical manner, which does not allow others to fly, means to express themselves, to fly freely. This is also called a kind of caged bird and free bird. So actually you can think of caged bird and free bird in different manners. But the case is that you have to be quite sensitive or conscious once you're thinking of these, and so you can answer questions. Read questions carefully and try to understand what the question is asking, only then you answer. And whatever the material I have sent you about the figures of speech on this, please read that. And maybe you find so many other materials on internet. Just typing this poem's name, that's really going to help you. Thank you. Meet again. Thank you.